I'm dreaming of this moment.
I see that. New York, Manhattan, ain't seen that.
I might be from Houston, but I know my New York history.
All right. I see that. I see that.
Hey, everybody, what's going down? It's your girl, Jay Renee. You know I always got something to say. And today, oh my goodness, one of the legends, one of the blueprints of hip hop, Mr. Dougie Fresh. Woo! Good it. I know, right? Thank you, thank you. What I've always wanted to know, since social media wasn't around back then, you have to paint the perfect picture of when you created Lottie Dottie.
Okay. The perfect picture was we, it's so much to it, but the quick drawing of it, the quick sketch is that I was doing the beatbox and Rick was a guy trying to get on. He was trying to become in the game. He was trying to become one of the guys.
Right.
So we went to Will's house one day and I was listening to him rhyme and listening to his style. And I said, it's so unique, so different. And then all of a sudden he was saying parts of Lottie Dottie, but didn't really get to do the whole thing because we was laughing through the whole thing. Then long story short, we got together and I said, you know what? If I do the beatbox and I come in with different words and accent what you're saying, I could do the beatbox, accent your rhyming, and it'll be something nobody's ever done. And he was excited about it, took him on stage, and when we did it, we won probably like maybe 5, 10, 15 contests. Back then, you used to go around and collect money from contests. So I would take contests before I met him. So when we got together, we did Lottie Dottie, and we won the money in all of the contests. And then my music teacher, who was my manager at the time, said, all the kids are talking about Lottie Dottie in the street. Why don't y'all put that on the record too? So we went in there in the studio and did Lottie Dottie and put it on the other side of the show.
The B side.
Right. And when we put it out, Lottie Dottie exploded and nobody thought it would have done what it did. And now it's the most sampled rap song of all time and the number 3 most sampled song in the world. And it's also in the Library of Congress. So it goes to show you how sometimes having fun, playing around, and being open to a creative idea or the possibility of anything can turn into something that you could never imagine. I never thought that I'd be standing there talking to you in 2024 about something I did in 1984.
Man, and
that's 80, 90, 2000, 2010,
2020, yeah.
40 years.
And it's so crazy that you talk about being creative and being open because I've often heard this story when you were young, a young kid, and you're walking down the street, and you hear the music blasting from the mom and pop shop, and you like, man, it's different. And then that's where the beatboxing came in, and over time, your friends was like, oh. But I think another thing is, and we say this all the time growing up, we're like, hey, yo, right. You gotta tell me like,
that's a street chant.
Right.
That's the street chant I seen. May not be the greatest story, but some drug dealers on the corner, if there was a guy, if the cops was driving by, one would go, hey, yo, and the other one would go, aye. And so then after that became something that a friend of mine who's very close to me named Unique from Becca Audio, he was saying in the clubs too. So then we got together and said, yo, this would be hot to change it from being that to making people chant. So if I say it in here and I say it, most people respond to it and they say, all right. So sometimes, like I said, creativity is everywhere. It's just, do you want it? It's there for you, but do you want it? Do you want to find it? Do you want to use it? And how are you going to use it? Are you going to be positive with it, or are you going to be destructive? So we've always tried to be creative and be positive, make people have fun, enjoy themselves, and it's been working.
And I want to say thank you so much for this opportunity to interview.
Great question.
And, we're going to run into each other again one day.
I already know.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Nice to meet you as well.
Yes.
Y'all, that's Jay Renee for the Talk With Me podcast. Catch y'all later.